Hello, here is another debunking video on the nefarious clock evidence image. Okay, first of all, let me go back in time here. Get it back in time. Yeah, when you're watching this, just realize this. This clock right here is upside down, okay? When they took this image right here. And it's also darker, and so is this, because they have poor lighting. See this right here? That's not a flash from the camera. That's just like on the ceiling. Had this been a little bit over here, you'd see that this band is a little grayer. And this is, this looks like some brushed metal, a brushed metal surface they placed it on. That gave me a clue to what I'm about to say here in a minute. Okay, but anyways, this clock or watch right here is upside down, and you can see right there's a heart and there's a little eye there with eyelashes on it. Okay, this is the correct orientation. Here's the heart and the eye with eyelashes, and if you notice, this says 9:16 and probably like 53 seconds. In 7 seconds, it'll be 9:16 on the dot. Okay, in this one, let's just rotate this correctly. Let me rotate it. And so that's the correct orientation. As you can see, it's the same. All right, 9:16 and 53 seconds. All right, so that's the same watch. Yes, it looks darker. I get what you're saying. This is the belly button ring right there. I chopped off part of it by rotating it. But belly button ring and a sort of a wristband. I think that's one of those hair bands. I'm a guy, so I don't know the names of those things. All right. So there's the correct orientation of the watch and so forth. Now, the other thing that people were curious about and acting like there's some big conspiracy again was that the note up here says obtained from Evanston Funeral Home at 9/10/17. So September 10th, 2017 at 4:57 a.m. Okay, now that does seem strange since we know that the body was removed, Kenneka's body was removed from the kitchen at 5:10 a.m. Okay, so that does seem strange. However, I then thought to myself, well, what does it mean by saying obtained from? I mean, everyone knows what obtained mean, but what did it mean in this case? And what it meant is exactly what I speculate on, was that the medical examiner and funeral home are the same entity. Okay? That's what I believe anyways. I think that in that some states have it like that, and that's probably what it is in this case. Okay, so the medical examiner had already collected these items off of Kenneka. And so what I thought was, let me go look at the surveillance footage of that exact time. And here's what we have. All right. So you see Kenneka laying there, and there's the medical examiner. Now I have it. Now look what time it is. 4:56. Now remember, the note said 4:57 is when the police collected those items from the funeral home. Okay, so I'm going to play it right now, and let's just watch. So it's 4:56, 45 seconds. Now here comes the medical examiner, funeral home guy. All right. He might have marked up that evidence bag there. Hard to say, but there's items on the counter right now. Now this officer is taking an image of them with his camera in landscape mode. So he's holding it so the image is like a television set where it's wider, it's wide and not as tall. Most people incorrectly take images in portrait mode where it's narrow, the whole image, causing lots of problems. Okay, now this officer looks to be taking his image in portrait mode. Now watch this. The medical examiner grabs those items, puts them back in the bag, and as he actually put 3 items in the bag. Did you see that? So if you want, slow it down again. You'll see that he put 3 items in the bag. Now the officer's walking by, and he has the bag, and it looks a lot like this is the watch, the belly ring, and the band. Okay. So this is exactly what I was thinking. It actually shows you how accurate the police were in collecting evidence. I mean, you're talking about it's still in the 4:57 minute at this point. So they got that accurate. Okay, so you should actually feel good about that and feel confident that they were accurate. One thing that I thought it was, a little strange, not strange in a nefarious way, is that that Starbucks coffee cup must be cemented to that damn table there, because it hasn't moved for it seems like days. Okay, and also this other guy walking around that's working for the medical examiner. I don't know who the hell that guy is, but man, this guy right here, he needs to dress a little differently. He just doesn't seem that professional. I don't like it, is what I'm saying. But anyways, I hope this debunks any sort of nefarious meaning behind the image of the watch. Okay, I think it all makes complete sense, and I guess until next time, keep it real.